What's up, everyone? This is Kristin, your producer for Powered by the Players. I am so excited to be sharing our Masks finale with you. I want to give a special thanks to our fantastic cast: Maggie, Miriam, Fiona, Diana, and Morgan. Diana is the co-host of Macintosh and Mod, as well as a new podcast we'll talk about in just a moment. Miriam will be starting a new streaming channel this summer. Fiona is the GM and host of What Am I Rolling? Maggie and Morgan are both on multiple podcasts that you should check out and listen to. If you are not already following them on social media, we have their Twitter info in the show notes. They are wonderful humans, and I'm so glad I had a chance to play this Masks campaign with each of them. One more thing before we jump into the sweet and hilarious finale of Masks. I want to share a teaser for a new podcast that will be dropping in July. It is a Kids on Bikes campaign created by Diana and Kate. You already know Diana, but Kate has been on the Roll to Play podcast. She played Garrett on Bike Brigade, and she is currently part of the Space Agers Teens in Space podcast. Kate, like Diana, is a lovely and talented person, and I cannot hype their new show and all their other projects enough. Okay, let's listen to the teaser.
The holidays are just around the corner, and there's no better place to enjoy them than Christmastide, Ohio.
This idyllic town is just the place to enjoy any winter celebration.
We've got candle and tree lightings,
carolers singing your favorite holiday classics,
bakers baking yummy treats,
kids on bikes,
dancing, parades, and more.
Take a spin on the peppermint twist at the historic Candy Cane Amusement Park.
get warm and cozy at the Gingerbread House Bed and Breakfast.
Indulge in a world-famous snow pear at Partridge Farms.
Whatever you're celebrating, celebrate it with us in Christmastide, Ohio.
For more information, please go to ChristmastideOhio.com. If you'd like more information, give them a follow at ChristmastideOH on Twitter and look for their trailer to drop on June 25th. Okay, and without further ado, here's our Masks finale. Hi, everybody. Welcome to PBTP, Powered by the Players. Powered by the Players is an actual play podcast featuring mini campaigns of all your favorite PBTA games. Each campaign will be a different Powered by the Apocalypse game with a rotating cast of diverse players. Let's power up. I don't know if Vignette needs to sleep, but I'm going to say that even if she does, that she was up first, unless another player strongly feels the need to be up first, and then I'll obviously, okay. Listeners, everyone shook their head no, so I'm not steamrolling anyone. So Vignette wakes up first, and I think she flies to like the coffee shop and gets a bunch of coffee and then comes back. And I know she was worried about Amir, so I think when Amir wakes up, they see Vignette just standing over their bunk with coffee. Good morning.
That is amazing. So Amir just groggily just sort of looks up and just stares at Vignette for like a couple of beats, just this awkward silence, and says, "Good morning. Thanks.
How are you feeling?"
Much better. And I sort of, to show that I'm feeling a lot more myself, I actually teleport standing up next to Vignette instead of just getting up like a normal person.
Oh, you can do that again. Oh, good. Wait, I want to make sure you're okay. Let me check your pulse. Vignette puts her fingers on their shoulder, nowhere near their pulse. And the other fingers to her ear. I think you're good.
And I had already like stretched my hand out, like, you know, like how people normally take a pulse, and now it's just awkwardly just hanging there.
Vignette gives it a high five. Oh, you did so good last night. I'm so glad you're feeling better. Should we wake up the others?
I turn around and look at all of them and I say, "Sure, how do we want to wake them up?" And I have this sort of grin starting to appear.
What do you think?
Well,
we could sing?
I was thinking like one on the roof, one outside, and one...
I think they would be mad at us for that.
Well, we'll take the beds too.
Okay.
So at this point, I should probably point out that Allie also sleeps like a bat.
Oh, yes.
I was going to ask that, so thank you for clarifying.
Like, she can sleep like a normal person, but there's so many like angles and like weird joints that it's just easier to hang if she can.
Especially laying on those wings probably hurts a lot too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I think Vignette points up and says, what about Allie?
I don't think I want to do that and face her wrath.
That's a good idea.
But Neve's not there.
So then it would only be Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie can wake up. Jamie can wake up to a nice scenic view, like right on the pier, like on the pier where next to the lake, just kind of just there with the bed.
Do you think? What if? But not too close, because what if she rolls over and into the lake?
Fair point. Maybe we'll do it like at perpendicular, so either way she rolls, she'll roll onto the pier.
Do you think she'll be mad at us? Is this what people do at slumber parties?
Yes, this is what a prank is.
She will be very excited that I learned about pranks. Let's do it.
Okay, so I grab the bed and I teleport Bed and Jamie to like the pier, like perpendicular to the pier, so that either way she rolls onto the pier rather than into water.
That's fair. And do you just leave her there and just teleport back, or are you just like waiting? Okay.
But we open the window and look.
Jamie, quick question: How are you sleeping? Are you a light sleeper, a heavy sleeper?
I'm going to say I am dead to the universe. Like, I am sleeping the way Amir was sleeping yesterday.
Fair enough.
Like,
Right.
I am exhausted. I've used a lot of powers.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead. So today this has worked out really well in terms of their pranking.
Yeah. So you are. It's actually a pretty, like, the morning's pretty open. It's pretty clear. It's a nice temperature. It's a little brisk because it is autumn, but like as the day goes on, it warms up a little bit. But how late does Jamie sleep in? Like, how long are they waiting?
Let's give it like 15 minutes.
As you like look up and you're blurry eyed and you're sitting up and you're standing. I think you lose balance like as you're standing on the pier and you stumble forward. However, the stumbling makes you stumble off the pier. And all y'all hear in the cabin is this big old splash.
Oh, now she's going to be mad.
So I guess I have to be at the part of the pier that's not too terribly.
Oh no, yeah,
deep.
No.
no.
So I stand up and I just walk out of the lake. Did y'all leave me coffee?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. I see the coffee. I take the coffee. So I start drinking my coffee as I'm walking back to the cabin.
Oh, she's coming. Does she look mad?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
I'm going to pretend to be asleep. Yeah, runs back to a bunk. Pretends to be asleep.
I think at this point, Allie like starts shifting and like stretching and like isn't fully awake yet, but is like starting to work up to that.
I pretend to go to sleep too, and I'm just like snoring. Fake snoring. Very obvious I don't snore, so if I'm fake snoring.
I go into the cabin. I go to the freezer or to the fridge. I pull out the ice cream that is just liquid.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. And I dump that on Amir. I pull back the sheet and dump it on Amir because I know who did this.
So Amir, you are now covered in cold, sticky butter pecan ice cream.
Vignette, did you get any donuts?
Vignette peeks out from under the sheets. Oh, good morning, Jamie. There's donuts on the table. I got your favorite.
Thank you. Jamie gets her donut and goes and sits outside on the porch.
To dry off.
Yep.
Allie, how do you handle this exchange? Or do you see it all or do you hear it?
Allie, I think like this is kind of what triggered her waking up, but she's like still not fully there. Like as Jamie is walking out, like that's when she kind of like unfurls her wings and stretches them out, and she like kind of looks groggily around the room and is like, "Good morning."
Hi, Allie. We played a prank on Jamie.
Oh yeah, did she like that?
I don't think she liked it after all. She's very wet.
And I'm sticky with butter pecan all over myself.
Yeah, sounds like Jamie didn't like that. Is there coffee?
There is coffee. It's on the table.
Perfect. And Allie goes to get some coffee. She doesn't even let go of the rafters. She just reaches out with her tail and grabs it. And like
Nice.
She can't drink it hanging upside down, so she's just holding it.
It's comforting.
Yeah, she likes the warmth. The smell is nice.
Should we text Neve and see how she's doing?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I'll text her in the group chat. So Vignette texts Neve and says, "How are you? How are you? How is Aoife? How is Ma Kelly? What are you doing? I brought you coffee. Gif, gif, gif."
Yes.
Give up what? Are you just writing
Gifs of coffee and a smiley face and a hug. She's just spamming you.
GIF or emojis?
Now gifs. Emojis. Let's do emojis.
See, I was like different. You just typed in coughing on. Oh, these are all great.
Yes. Yes.
Coffee emoji. Hug gif. Just the words.
Just the words. That's way more Vignette. Just the words. Hug, gif.
Yeah, and as Neve, as you're in the hospital, or are you still at the hospital? Would you be, or would you?
Yeah, I think. No, I would have probably stayed all night to make sure that she's like what the results were and stuff like that. Even though there's not much she can do, so she'll probably just wait and
sleeping in that chair in the room.
Oh yeah, totally.
So
yeah.
As you're waking up to, I guess, whatever the ringtone is for the group, and you're just groggily. And
I like the idea. It'll be something that Vignette has chosen, but it'll be something completely different to what Neve has chosen. Like it'll be like different every single time. You're like, what the fuck was that? And then it's the group chat. Yeah.
So yeah, you'll wake up and you're like, it's because you're in those like hospital chairs, those waiting chairs. So obviously they're not comfortable sleeping at all, and so
no,
you get that bling as you start sitting up and looking at the phone.
Okay, well then I'll sort of relay back saying that they're keeping her under observation, but early signs say that she's okay. And then I'll say thank you for the coffee. We need to have a talk about gifts when we get back, but don't worry, just add it to the list. And then I will go in and do like I'd search for something that's very Vignette and like search for like a friendship gif and just put that in. And it's something ridiculously like I will spend ages trying to find the perfect one. So it'll be like ... and then nothing, and then eventually, and then I'll send it.
I feel like it's a Care Bear gif. I don't know why.
That's what I was thinking in my head. It came to that, but yeah.
Care
like
Bear.
everyone gets together and just goes, when they do that sort of Care Bear, the power, it's like that.
Yes. Yes. Love it. Precious.
Yeah, it goes through, and then 2 minutes later, the GIF goes through because it took me a hot second to send it through to find the right one. So yeah, y'all get updated.
How long is it until homecoming?
I was gonna say it's not that week, and then it's the following week. It's that following Friday. So y'all have literally about like a week left.
And we'll say it's like everyone has the Friday off for some like school reason.
I don't go to school, but
yeah.
I don't even yet wants to go to school after.
It's awful.
Gargoyle monsters don't feel confident going to school, so
that makes sense.
Oh, was there an extra coffee for Neve? Because I could just do the, like in Smallville, the coffee shows up just like with a gust of wind.
Yes, there was a coffee for Neve.
Okay, so yeah, as you send the group text, there's like a couple of drops of like melted butter pecan around it. But there is a coffee that suddenly appears.
Cool.
The cup is a little sticky, like
Yeah.
I'll do that sort of thing and like hold, and drink it and feel appreciative of my friends, the fact that they were checking in on me and got me coffee.
Jamie's gonna text Neve directly. Sorry I clubbed your sister. How is she doing? How are you doing?
I almost dropped my coffee. No, it was necessary, and it happens. It happens. We club each other's sisters. No, delete. She's fine. Thank you, and I hope everything's okay at the cabin. I'm sure you'll be perfectly fine without me. Sort of making sure no one's doing anything wrong or pulling pranks. I know the last time we've done this, when I've been out of town and stuff, you all sort of did your own little bits and pieces. Yeah, I'll be home in a few hours. So, but thank you.
I type a bunch. I use like the exasperated face emoji. Amir made me fall in the lake, so I butter pecaned them. Let me know if you need anything. I'll see you at the book bin later. Happy face emoji.
I'm basically doing like a little silent victory dance, not to wake up Aoife or my mother. Like, oh my god, yes. Cool. Oh shit, that sucks. Well, I'll talk to Amir. That's not on. But yes, see you later.
listeners, I do want to know that it's just beautiful awkward positioning that's going on here.
Yes. I was going to say, wish the listeners could see Fiona lean back in her chair, put one arm over then. Cool. I'll see you later.
Because Jamie's always so cool to Eva, so it's just like to Neve, sorry. So it's like, yeah, totes. Yeah.
Just want to be really clear. Diana has never been this cool in her life. Ever.
Sweet. Okay. Cutting to the next scene. So Friday night at the Chill. So your booth is open. It's a little more busier than usual because it is a Friday night. What is the special for today?
Lavender honey. Why do we keep coming here?
Allie with like her tomato flavored ice cream is like, what do you mean? This place is great.
And Jamie's just giving that look of like, where am I and what am I doing here? What is my life? What has happened?
Where else would we go to get ice cream?
Haagen-Dazs.
People look at me funny in Haagen-Dazs.
There are other stores that sell ice cream.
It's not as good. It's not as good, Vignette.
Are you
They don't
sure?
have savory flavors. It's only sweet.
Do they have lavender honey with hot fudge and caramel?
They do not.
Oh,
No.
then I would like to stay here very much, Jamie.
Okay, Vignette, we'll stay.
Thank you.
Okay.
They also don't have every flavor ice cream.
These other places do not sound good.
Jamie just gets up and orders a very tiny vanilla. They give her the meanest scowl. Like, who are you and why are you still here?
It's like the kids' cup of
Yeah.
vanilla, so it's just like one little tiny scoop. It's like boop.
Mm-hmm.
What does Neve get?
Yeah, so I think Neve would come in a little bit later, like obviously coming back from the book bin and just sorting out stuff there. She sort of looks at all these things going, and then she goes, sweet potato, let's go with that. And then like they'll get it and she goes, oh, this was a mistake. Let's goes and sits down in a booth and she's like, cheers.
Oh, you know what the problem was? You didn't ask for marshmallows.
Does marshmallows go well with sweet potato?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Especially if you get what is it, marshmallow cream?
Yeah.
Fluff?
I'll go up and I'll be like, what is this? And like have at least a 2-minute conversation about whoever it is about marshmallows, because Neve's definitely never had it before. It'll be something that Ma Kelly would not have allowed in the Kelly house. And so I'll come back with like maybe a separate pot, and then it'll be like this, and then sort of one in one hand and one in the other, and then I will dip the sort of cone with the sweet potato ice cream on it. So it's like and then go, and then horrible little lick.
What do you think? Is it good?
No. No.
Can I try the marshmallow?
Please. What did you get?
Lavender honey with hot fudge and caramel. Would you like some?
No. Here, why don't you have mine? I think I've had enough sugar intake for today.
Oh,
here.
Are you sure?
100%.
Vignette adds all of it to her bowl.
Oh, good Lord.
I made myself sick saying that. Oh, Vignette, you've made choices. Neve, how's your sister? How's Aoife?
She's fine. She got home from the hospital today after a few hours of observation. She doesn't remember anything beyond getting to the place, so we are in the clear. That is good, at least. So hopefully her involvement with this Professor Pixel is, well, for now, hidden. Although I do suspect my mother will know something more. She kept looking at me, and I can't lie, but we'll see.
Has anyone heard anything about Professor Pixel?
I've tried to talk to my dad about it, but he is not saying anything, and I haven't been able to overhear anything either, which is a little unusual. So they're being very tight-lipped about this situation. Dr. Pixel is in custody. That's all I really know right now.
Your dad normally tells you more. I wonder why he won't say anything this time. Maybe we should invite him here for ice cream.
Oh, that would not go over well. No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, we won't.
My dad doesn't know about this group. He also doesn't know about my special skills.
Well, you could tell him. I bet he'd be very proud.
Maybe not. He likes the supers, but he thinks they kind of get in the way of his job. So that might be a little bit of a problem.
I think that human parents are confusing.
I agree.
I'm going to write it down on the list.
Yes. I think there is there are a lot of examples that is a fact, Vignette. Human parents are confusing.
Well, at least for now, we know that Professor Pixel is being kept under lock and key, so there's at least some sort of progress. I guess the only thing we should do maybe in the next couple of days is go check out the lab, seeing if all those robots are still there, or if they make sure that no one else has interfered with it there, I guess.
And just to be clear, Vignette, we don't want to blow it up.
That's yes, no, we're not doing that.
Or shoot it with a gun.
No.
Because that would be bad.
Correct.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I learned. Well, I don't have anything to do this weekend, so I can go and look at the lab.
Yeah, I mean, if a group of us went, that would be really helpful. And also, Vignette, I think it would be really good for you to go, because you can find out a bit more about these robotics. Maybe it could help you with your alien tech. Maybe you can build up something new for you.
Maybe I can build a robot friend to keep me company while you're at work and school.
That is one option, yes. I'll have to spend some time at home, because now Aoife can't go to the dance, and it's just easier if I just, calm things down there, perhaps.
What dance?
Well, next weekend is the homecoming dance. Maybe we all want to go.
What is a homecoming?
I'm not quite sure what that is. Out of character, I actually haven't quite figured that out myself.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, no one quite knows, Vignette. We all think it's about sports, but no one's sure.
And there's a queen and a king, and there's like a court. Yeah, I guess Aoife's not in the running anymore, is she?
No, I think she did have a big campaign and stuff. I don't know how deep it went, but clearly she's out of the running now.
Will one of you be queen or king?
No.
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 It's just an excuse to dress up and go dance.
Can we go?
We should all go.
Can we go shopping?
Sure.
Sure. I mean, I'm probably just gonna borrow something I wore to a cousin's wedding because, that works. But I'd love to go shopping with all of you just to kind of.
You would?
Yeah.
Allie, will you go shopping?
Sure. Yeah.
Should we go at night? Then you'll feel better.
Most stores are closed at night. I don't think that would work. If I'm with all of you, I think it'll be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, I can get some time off from the book bin. I've just got to work a double shift or something because I obviously did walk out yesterday in the middle of work. So Dylan's not very happy about that. But under the circumstances, I'm sure he can give me some time off.
When should we go? I mean, it should only take 8 or 9 hours, right? To shop for fancy clothes?
No.
And I turn to Allie and I say, if you're uncomfortable about walking into a store, I could teleport you straight to the dressing rooms and we could bring things to you.
I think that would be worse. Like, if people see me come in, they can at least, be aware there's a monster in the building. If they just sort of stumble on one in the dressing room, I think that would cause more of a panic. I don't know that anything's going to fit me, so I'm going to talk to my yaya about maybe throwing something together that would work with, and Allie just kind of gestures at everything.
Well, we could come round and help you get it fitted.
Yeah.
I'm sure we've all have something to put together and stuff, for sure.
Like, I know a good tailor. We can make stuff work.
I can bring some of my, how weddings get in my family. They just are like days and days and days, and I have more clothes than I'll ever go through. So I can bring a couple and we can retrofit it so you don't have to start from scratch. Okay. And also some of them have a really deep back, so that would actually work really well. You wouldn't have to change too much.
Are any of them pink?
Yeah. There was this one cousin who her nickname's Pinky, so you can guess where that wedding went.
Sold.
I think we should just lay low for now. I think whatever Professor Pixel was planning with those robots is currently off the thing. And we've got homecoming to look forward to, so a well-deserved break, I think, for all of us.
Great. I will go and check out the robots and then we can plan to go shopping.
That sounds good. Thank you, Vignette.
Oh, good. We have a plan. Okay. Vignette puts her hand out for the break. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Good job, guys.
On 3, should we say team or friends or homecoming?
Sure.
All 3.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Team, friends, and homecoming.
That was beautiful and a mess, and I love it.
Just like our group.
That felt very much, that felt very accurate for the group. And scene.
So while Jamie and Neve are currently working at their respective jobs, the Book Bin and Hallucinations Coffee Shop, we see Vignette, Allie, and Amir all heading towards the... Do y'all teleport, or are you flying, or are you...
All right, we teleport in.
All right, so all of a sudden y'all just blink in. Are you going right into the inside, or are you going to right outside, or...
I think right outside, just to make sure whether there's any police tape or anything of that sort.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some police tape on the door itself, and it's because I think where you land is inside the gate, but outside the door. So where the parking lot is. So there's not anybody there. There's no cars there. Looks like Professor Pixel's car got towed off. So the parking lot is empty. There is police tape on the doors. Just simply police caution, do not cross. The big old yellow ones. But other than that, it's pretty quiet, pretty empty in this parking lot. And
Can I use my criminal mind? Which means that when I assess the situation, even on a miss, I can ask one of the following questions.
I like that.
Yep, I do miss.
All right.
11.
11. Okay.
I got a 6. So Allie is like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try. And she's just like climbing on this, like, you know, the walkways and stuff. Like
Okay.
this is a jungle gym for her and she is loving it.
Yeah. So yeah, when you get inside, it is pretty empty for the most part because it does look something like a lot of the police did come in and like confiscate like some of the stuff.
Mhm.
But there are some like scattered papers here and there. There are some like robotic bits. It was a pretty full warehouse of just robotics. Not everything's taken, but it does look a lot less full than you were here currently.
I get to ask what here is useful or valuable to me with my criminal mind.
You see, as you're looking around, you find like a desk with some paperwork on it, and you're just filtering through it, and you come across, I guess, a journal, and you start flipping through it, and it basically just states like stages that Professor Pixel is planning. Like stage 1, you know, have prototype out. Stage 2, start implementing microchips to mundane things around Halcyon City with a map, like where you actually see a map sort of fall out and you pull it out and it has like pinpoints of various things. And one of the things that you do see was the ATM that was near the police station that was part of the plan. Stage 3 was basically start releasing bigger things out from the warehouse, like the big old robot friends that y'all ran into and just various other things like that. And then stage 4 is conquer.
And I hold this out to Vignette and to Allie, and I say, I think I got something.
Is it a diary?
Yeah, I think this is Professor Pixel's project diary. It lays out all the things he was trying to do to, I guess, conquer the city by making robot army uprising.
It seems odd that the police would not have taken that. Do you think they
Yeah.
left it on purpose?
I think the police might have missed that in their initial sweep. Do the click, click, click sort of show the hidden compartment.
It's like a false bottom in like one of the drawers.
Oh, good job, Amir. You're very smart. Maybe we should give it to the police?
Maybe, I'm not sure. I feel like this might be something that could lead to a copycat.
Oh,
I'm not sure. Maybe take it to Neve and Jamie first.
that's a good idea.
Yeah. They'll probably know what to do about this.
Yeah, they're so smart.
They are. I'm glad they're on our team.
Everyone is very smart.
Yeah, but we're smart in different ways, Vignette.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to breaking stuff, I'm probably the smartest on the team.
You are. You break things very well.
You know exactly where the weak points are, and you just...
Yeah, the weak point is, under my foot.
I guess I get 3 questions.
Yeah, because what was the assess the situation?
Yeah, I'm not sure I need all 3. I definitely want 2.
10 plus, yeah.
Gotcha, sorry. I'm just making up rules, Morgan.
It's fine.
You know?
I mean, whatever.
Just making things up.
This is how we roll. This is
Yeah.
our game. We can do whatever we want.
What here can I use to study more about the technology that was used?
All right. So as you're looking around and just going through paperwork, you see Amir keep digging through the desk once after they found the journal, just to see if there's anything else. You start like looking at the bookshelves that are there, and the bookshelves are like various books on like programming, coding, robotics, etc. And then you see like another like there is like a disc just slid in there randomly. So you find just a green floppy disk that says beta.
So Vignette, shares that she found the disc and that she's going to keep it to look at later, and she puts it in her bag.
What's your second question?
What here is the biggest threat to possibly come back later and bite us in the ass?
So you're looking around and you're trying to just decipher what it is. And there's one thing that looks like it's half built, and it's pretty big because it's taking up almost the full height, and it looks like a half built Gundam. So it's at right now it's like at 10 feet tall, and it's like 2 at the waist itself. But it's a big old metal thing that looks like it's currently in process. So if anybody continued it, that could be a little bit of a problem in the future. But yeah.
So I think Vignette sees it and then tells Amir and Allie, what should we do with this? We cannot blow it up or shoot it.
Can I break it?
Under your foot.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, it might take a couple stomps and some tearing. You know what? How about we text Neve and ask if that's the right thing to do? Yes.
Okay, let's send a picture.
So Allie is going to take out her flip phone and like take a really bad quality photo, but you can still sort of tell what it is. And she's like,
it blurred?
It's a little blurred. Allie's not good at this.
Also, the cameras back in the flip phones aren't the greatest either.
No. So it's kind of grainy, and it's like, this is a big robot, half built. Should I smash it?
Is that directly to Neve, or is it to the group?
I think it's the group chat, but like she's added Neve. Just because like she wants Jamie to be in the loop too.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make sure. Yeah, I didn't want to instead of mess it back. Because I've been busy trying to think of stuff, and I don't really see it for a good 2 or 3 minutes because I'm too busy trying to compose the next message. And I'm like, oh god, yes, I think it's best just to do what you do best, Ali, and then like strong emoji.
Does Jamie respond to the text at all, or?
Yeah, I said, Ali, smash that robot.
We give consent.
Fist emoji.
And then 2 strong emojis. Weird, awkward, flirting emojis in the group chat. I'm like,
okay, now they're just sending me constant emojis. I'm just going to break this thing.
I think Vignette's going to take pictures. So obviously, Allie, please describe. But Vignette will be taking pictures for the group chat.
Yeah, so Allie climbs up the stairs. No, she doesn't climb the stairs. She like leaps up onto like the catwalk over everything, like hangs from the like railing around it, and like uses that to like swing a couple times, build up some momentum, and like launches herself straight at the robot.
I think once again, time slows down a bit. The opera music comes back out. The classical opera music starts coming out as we see Allie just soaring through the air. We just see Allie just drop kick this bottom half of the robot over, and we just see it slowly just falling over, and we see that as it falls, the dust and like the vibrations and like everything's shaking because it's so heavy. And what's your next move?
Allie is just gonna like start tearing into this thing with her claws like she's a can opener.
Nice. And then we just see bits of metal just floating gracefully through the air as time slows down once more. And like, we see Allie just like digging in and just throwing it up.
It's like the blue Danube sort of a thing.
If Vignette's taking so many photos, can it be made into a GIF so you can send it to the chat?
Yes.
Yes.
And a video. I think she took a small video at one point. Yeah.
Well, I think iPhones like now do like the slow-mo phones. Is that right? They can do like slow-mo.
Slow-mo video, yes.
So I think that's what they're seeing in the
video. and Jamie has taken this video and has added, I need a hero to it. And send it back to the group.
So yeah, I think it takes Allie, I think maybe a good 5, 10, like a good 7 minutes. Give it that good rounded number of finally destroying this thing into like manageable pieces if you don't want it to pick it up. But it is now a pile of rubble. Spare scraps and metal pieces and just electrical wiring, rubble.
And Allie, when she's done, she takes a selfie of herself in front of the rubble, like giving a thumbs up for the group chat.
Is it with her grainy photo?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a selfie.
Yep.
Oh nope, I remember those days. I tried to like be like, okay, I think I'm in the camera. Oh, high school
Absolutely.
Morgan. Oh gosh, those are good days.
Man, that was college, Diana.
All right. During this next week, getting ready for the dance, what is one thing that your character has done?
So I think we have a shot of everyone going to like, a dress shop and everyone's filing in. And the last one in is Allie. And what she is wearing is one of those like joke shop fake glasses and nose and like a big broad rimmed hat and like a feather boa inexplicably. And she like is looking really self-conscious under all of this, but it's like so outrageous that like that's almost what she feels self-conscious about at this point.
We see Jamie getting fitted for a tux that looks almost exactly like her superhero costume with the teal stripe down the side and everything.
Does it also have a hood?
No.
Ooh, okay. All right.
I think Neve will have been putting in double shifts at the book bin and will have got something like a very like almost sort of librarian-esque with like a very cute collar. But she's now reading as many young adult books about prom just to get an idea of what's going to happen and like what happens at these things. It's been so long since she's been, and maybe hasn't been to a proper dance before. So she's like, okay. And maybe like late one night, she's definitely going to have watched, like there'll be some sort of like any sort of DVDs, like that dance DVDs, and she's just going to like try and get in shape. But yeah, but she has to do it very quietly because she definitely doesn't want Aoife to know. So that's it. That's all her preparation.
I think that after the group goes shopping, there's still a few days before homecoming. And so while everyone else is at school or work, Vignette really liked shopping so much, she goes to try to do shopping on her own. So she sends group pictures of like, she does not understand the proper attire though. So she's in like a sweatsuit in one. She's in a wedding dress with a veil in another. She's like, is this good for dancing? ? And then like selfies in it. So I'm not sure what she has settled on yet, but she definitely has spent several days trying on inappropriate homecoming outfits.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Amir.
Amir basically goes to a closet, which is sort of like in a guest room, and it just seems to be a closet of things that were worn for functions that are too elaborate to wear elsewhere, but they're good for like the million cousin weddings that are there. And finds that incredibly pink low back dress to take to Allie's house to alter, and pulls out this sort of cream and red and black outfit that it looks like that's going to be Amir's outfit, and is sort of like a Sherwani top, which is like got like a collar and is like very flat, and the bottom actually flares out into sort of an anarkali style, which is I guess like an umbrella skirt where it's like paneled stuff, but pulls that out and is like, this will do, and heads over to Allie's house.
I love it.
I think we're going to cut to where you're inside the school, and it's like right outside the door to the gymnasium, because of course all dances are in the gymnasium.
Yes, they are.
Then you can, and basically, and the hallway's well lit for people to walk through, and there's like streamers and balloons, and it's all the red and golds of the school itself. Coming from inside the gym, it's a little more darker, but like there's like the flashing party lights and like the music's thumping, so like it's not loud out here, but you can hear like the bass sort of booming a bit as you're coming outside. Who was the first to get there?
I think Allie got there very early and is hanging out on the roof because she's just so anxious about doing this that she's like, I need to sit and like make sure I don't miss anyone else coming because I cannot walk in here alone. I can't.
Yeah, I think Vignette gets there a little bit early too.
And Amir will accompany Vignette.
Yeah.
Oh, and Vignette has corsages for everyone.
Jamie's running late.
And Neve shows up exactly on time. Just And then probably goes and then sees Ali's sort of silhouette, obviously on the roof. It's like, come on. And it sort of motions to come down, because I it's very hard not to spot. If you know what to look for, you're like, there she is.
Yeah,
There they are.
like big old gargoyle on top of a building. Yeah, that's not not many of those.
Yeah, I'll wave to them to come down.
Yeah, and Allie, she clearly kind of sees that and doesn't immediately come down, but after a couple seconds will. And the dress that Amir brought, it was very pink, and between everybody, they managed to sort of modify it into like a backless peplos almost. So it's very drapey, and it hangs off her, and it's kind of flattering in a way she wasn't expecting it to be.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Ali, you look amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. I feel real weird.
Do you have pockets in that thing, though?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. That's fine. There's
a little matching drawstring bag that goes with it, and shoes, which I'm not sure would fit, but
no.
Intention was there.
Yeah, but Allie does have all of her talons painted pink to match the dress.
I bet Vignette had a say of that.
Well, like Allie had to rein her in a little bit and be like, okay, it has to be the same shade. You can't do all different shades.
That sounds right.
So Jamie gets there. She's a little out of breath. All right, sorry, y'all. I'm here. I made it.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just late.
Oh, okay.
It took me forever to get my hair to just do this. And
it looks good.
Like Jamie curled her hair and down. It's very fancy for Jamie.
So question, does Jamie finally reveal who she is to Amir?
Yeah. Jamie is not concealed at all. So Amir doesn't realize who I am.
And I actually am sort of still texting, hey, Jamie, where are you? I'll come get you.
And my phone's going off in my jacket.
Hi, you're in chemistry class with me.
Yeah, Amir. I'm Jamie. I'm also the Whisper.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Keep that to yourself.
Keep what?
Exactly. Allie, you look awesome.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I feel very strange.
I understand. So do I. I don't know what to. This hair is weird. I feel very awkward. I want my hoodie back.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with my hands.
But this is strange. And then Jamie turns and looks at Neve,
who's just been shocked silent this whole time, just staring at you.
And Jamie has no words.
Oh.
And just says nothing, but has a giant smile on their face. Oh. Hi.
Wow.
You look great.
So do you. I love the tux.
Thanks. It's a little different. I tried to keep it the same, but different.
I think it suits you. I think it looks amazing.
Thanks.
Let's go in. It's getting cold out here.
Yeah.
And what we'll do, I'll make sure the other three go ahead, and I'll catch Jamie's hand before going. I've got something for you. It's just a little thing, and I'll pull out from nowhere. I'll pull out a book. It's a graphic novel, and it will be Miss Marvel. I know we talked about a little bit about the stuff you're going through and choosing who to be and stuff like that, but I thought you might like this. I don't know if you've read Miss Marvel before, but Miss Marvel, I found it was really good, really interesting, and I thought you would like it.
Thank you. Jamie starts looking at it, and I finished Midsummer's Night Dream.
And?
I loved it.
I think it's one of his more accessible plays, but you really must read The Tempest. And I was sort of blah, 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 all about books. And then realize
we start walking through. It's okay. I heard Twelfth Night is also really interesting. But
I mean, it's stuff about Marvolio and yellow socks with red ribbons, and it's an interesting ploy. I'd say.
Okay. And what about there's a play that's supposed to just be about syphilis? They don't need to read that one, right?
It's of its time. It's certainly
Okay. Okay.
It's if you're doing a piece on it, like I can get you like a really good copy of it. Spark Notes, really good.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
I have a very important question. What is Vignette wearing? Because I don't think.
Yeah, we need to know what Vignette's wearing. What did she settle on?
God. I think that she settled on a piece of every outfit that she sent in the group chat. So sneakers, then like a short, not short, like an appropriate summer dress, and then a tuxedo jacket and a veil.
Cool.
And probably some of the themed Band-Aids she got from the school nurse that she still had on her arms as accessories, because she does not understand earrings, necklaces, etc. So she just has Band-Aids on instead. And a corsage.
Everybody has moved into the insides of the dance and is who's dancing, who's sitting by the wall, who's...
I think Vignette wants everyone to take a picture, not understanding that it's couples.
I think Amir continuously, like whoever, I don't know if it's a DJ or a band or whatever, I think it works better with the DJ, continuously kind of hijacks the music and puts on like really like cheesy but danceable earworm Bollywood numbers in between just to mess with everyone. Mm-hmm. And then by the time control is taken, it's like, oh, okay, good. We're fine. And then 10 minutes later, another one comes up.
Do you like teleport over, stick your phone in and like...
Yeah.
I love it. So y'all just hear like random bits of like the song just changing abruptly to like upbeat Bollywood pieces here and there.
I just need to know what Jamie and Neve's first dance is.
I also need to know this.
Yes.
I need to know.
Invested.
It's got to be really cheesy. I just don't know what it's going to be.
I'm trying to think.
I've got a good song.
Okay.
Go on.
Aerosmith, I Don't Want to Close My Eyes.
Oh, that is so dance worthy.
Okay.
That's so cute. Yeah. So
I'm here for it.
that
Sure.
song comes on. And I think during lead up for it, like, because obviously Neve's like palms are sweaty. That sort of like, oh, nah. And then like, I quite like this song.
It's I'm
a classic.
It's really good. Would you like to dance?
Oh wow! Yes, I would like to dance. Would you like to dance?
Yes, I would like to dance with you.
Cool, just great. Okay. And then we'll probably like go out onto the dance floor.
Let's do that.
Cool. And then we just stood there. Like, I think Neve will start to do some of the dance moves she learned from the DVD, but it doesn't fit the music at all. And eventually, just like, and I'm not much of a dancer.
Jamie will embrace Neve to start slow dancing.
She definitely consents.
So Vignette, this is your first time at a big old dance. There's music, there's lights, there's a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Not as crazy as the hallways were when they are unleashed during imaging classes, but it's still a lot of people. What are you doing? Are you dancing? Or are you?
I think that probably to this slow song, because that makes no sense, Vignette goes out onto the dance floor and starts doing the Footloose dance that she memorized from watching the movie so many times, and then she sees a cute girl that isn't dancing, and so she goes over and she says, "Hi, would you like to kiss under the bleachers like in high school?"
I think that girl's like caught off guard, and she's like, she looks at you and she's like really shy, and she's like, okay. And the two disappear underneath the bleachers.
Yay! Just to do some very PG innocent kissing.
Yes.
Of course.
I think one of Allie's last scenes definitely needs to be her sort of lurking in the darkest corner that she can find and needing, and like the rest of the group like having to physically drag her out onto the dance floor. Like they're like, you have to dance once, just once.
And especially it's during one of those like hijack the playlist moments where it's like It doesn't matter. You can look silly. Here's a couple of easy steps and, like a couple of like Bhangra steps or...
Okay. And Allie's like moving very like slowly and tentatively. And like every time she picks up a foot, she has to like look to see no one else is like anywhere near her. And she's like constantly checking on her tail and is like, it's so tentative and so slow. And like, she looks so uncomfortable and I'm like not upset, but she's like not enjoying this poor girl.
And I think as you're dancing around, you actually, something catches your eye and you see that there is actually another tall figure in the crowd. And they look like they're like a bright green and fuzzy. They're still humanoid shape with the head, shoulders, knees and toes, arms and legs, all that good stuff. But yeah, they got like pointed ears. They got some like antlers going, but you can see that they're got a Letterman jacket on over their tux. You see that they're widely accepted by the groups.
Yeah, she sees that and she like sees that nobody's yelling. She sees that like nobody around her is yelling and like people are kind of giving her a slightly wider berth, but they don't look scared. And so she like starts getting a little more into the dancing.
Yeah.
She can start to relax a little bit.
And are y'all all dancing together in this final scene? Like, are y'all?
I was going to say that should be the final scene. Yeah.
Yeah, you're all
We
finally
all get in. Be like, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's to the Mambo number 5.
Yeah.
I had that in my head. That's what I was thinking. Wow.
Love it.
Oh,
Mind
gosh.
meld.
I think the last bits of the scene, we're going to see y'all just, partying, laughing, having fun. The confetti starting to flow from the ceilings and the lights and the glitter. And so basically we see that you're laughing. And I think right before the credits roll, we actually see a cut to, I guess, Vignette's purse, wherever she left that purse.
Under the bleachers.
In the bleachers, underneath the bleachers. And we see her little communicator for her home planet, which looks like, I guess, another cell phone sitting there. And all of a sudden it's just lighting up. And that's where we're going to call this game of Mask.
No.
Yay!
Amazing.
Oh,
Yay.
yeah, I'm so
Good job, everybody.
That was so good.
That was so wholesome. Oh.
Yeah.
It was.
I love it so much.
Fun.
Oh, gosh, that's really good.
Awkward flirting and superhero fights. It's pretty much the best thing ever.
Who doesn't love that? I mean, come
Right?
on.
It's the best.
It is the best.
Masks is Maggie as the Fury, Fiona as the Watcher, Miriam as Mixed Direction, Diana as the Whisperer, Kristin as Vignette, and Morgan as the Game Master. PBTP is a proud member of the Roll to Play Network. It is hosted by Diana Lorraine, Morgan Nuncio, and Kristin Devine. Discover more at rolltoplaynetwork.com. See you next time.